And good evening, everyone, and welcome to Granville Central School. As tonight, Nivett Media Sports brings you high school basketball. It's non-league girls basketball tonight, as the Sentinels of Ticonderoga are in town to take on the Granville Golden Horde. The starting lineups being introduced right now. Tonight's game brought to you from the Telescope Furniture Broadcast Center, brought to you by Telescope Furniture of Granville, also by the Pine Grove Motel of Granville, Barlow Electric of Granville, Scarlotta's Car Hop of Granville, and Fred's Hometown Pharmacy, all of Granville. And right now, the lights go out for the starting lineups for the Granville Golden Horde. Ticonderoga Sentinels coming in here with a record of 8-4 on the season. But they are a nice ball club, folks. When they've taken on Adirondack League teams, they have been dominant. They defeated Hartford by over 20 points. They defeated Whitehall, who's undefeated in the league, by over 20 points. And they blew the doors off of this Granville team by about 40 last time they played. So they've been feasting, folks, on Adirondack League competition, and they're primed to try to do that again tonight. But the Golden Horde of Granville, hoping to turn the tides on them this time. One of the things that was a factor last time they played was Paige Taylor was not in action that night, out with an ankle injury, so that should be a factor tonight that should help the Golden Horde a little bit. And we'll see about that, how much of a factor that Taylor ends up being in closing the gap between these two teams in tonight's contest. But Ticonderoga coming in here, as I said, with a record of 8-4, but they've lost, if you're familiar with the way things go up in Section 7, they've lost to some really, really good teams up there. They lost to Plattsburgh, higher division team. They lost to Peru, higher division team. They lost a very close one to Mariah, who's always a tough team up there, and they also lost to Northeast Clinton. So their 4 losses are to teams that, they didn't lose to chopped liver, folks. They lost to teams that can really, really play. So tall order tonight for the Golden Horde, no doubt about it. But we'll see if they're up to it. As I said, the return of Paige Taylor is going to make a big difference. Baseline jumper on the way for the Sentinels, no good, as that was shot up by number 1 for Ticonderoga, Sophia Jandrell. The Splash Sisters, the 2 to watch. Haley Sutphin, number 12, and Addie Moore, number 2. A couple of real good three-point shooters for Ticonderoga. However, I'm not seeing Addie Moore out there. So maybe out sick or something like that tonight. They have one girl. They've only got 7 girls. One girl, Zoe Norton, she has a leg brace on. First shot up and good here for the Sentinels from Miley Drinkwine, number 10. So no Addie Moore tonight, just noticing that. So we'll see what kind of a factor that is in that game. Nice Euro step. The shot won't go. The rebound pulled down by Ella Olsen, but the beautiful Euro step there on the shot by number 3. And that's Mara Cossie. Here's Granville with the basketball. A minute into the first quarter here, just underway. Paige Taylor on the way for 3. No good. And it's going to be Ticonderoga ball. So out there for the Golden Horde in their starting lineup tonight is Claire Gould, Kenzie Martell, Paige Taylor, Ella Olsen, and also out there is Melanie Fisher. The last game we were at last week, Martell was out for the Golden Horde. Here's Taylor. Taylor gets stripped, and the shot up and good. So after the turnover, Mara Cossie with the bucket. It's 4-0. Here's Kenzie Martell. Had it stripped from behind. Loose ball collected by the Sentinels. Sutphin ahead. And now they run their offense. And it's going to be knocked out of bounds on the baseline as John Rowe will throw it in here for Ticonderoga. The early 4-0 lead for the Sentinels, looking for their 9th win of the season. Granville sitting in a 2-3 zone. And dribbling on the baseline there was Sophia Jandro. So it's going to be Granville basketball. Comes in for Gould, back from Martell. They turn it over. And that's just a senseless turnover right there. I mean, no pressure really on you at that point. And just, I know Keith Beatty was talking to me the other night about they got to take care of the basketball better. Nice drive to the bucket. Blocked on the way in. As on the drive was Maracasi. Throwing the ball in for Ticonderoga was Kiara Bichon. And here's a turnover. Here comes the Golden Horde. Martell finds Taylor. Taylor up. Layup good. And it's a 4-2 game. Ticonderoga trying to go in a hurry, getting the ball right in bounds for Sutphin. Here's Sutphin across midcourt. Sees the lane, gets cut off. Double teamed up top. Finds Jandro. Jandro dribbles to the baseline. Little Eurostep, gets in the lane. A whistle and a foul. So going to the line is number 1 for the Sentinels, Sophia Jandro, who is a senior. Very senior-oriented team. So Addie Moore not available tonight for the Sentinels. And when they played in their previous meeting, Granville didn't have Paige Taylor. Second shot is good by Jandro. So only 7 Sentinels dressed tonight. We'll see if that's a factor later on. Olsen for Taylor, down court. Fisher loves that runner. Loose ball. Ticonderoga comes away with a nice pass down court for Jandro. Couldn't get the layup, but really well executed. And it's going to be a jump ball. Possession arrow favors the Golden Horde, but very well executed. Just the way you try to practice that long pass. Little 1-2-2 pressure. And here's the turnover. Bichard finds Sutphin. Sutphin to the bucket, up and good. So Haley Sutphin with a bucket. And here's a turnover. The steal by Sutphin. Sutphin into the lane. Finds Jandro. Good ball movement. Jumper from the corner on the way. No good. And here's a steal by Taylor. Taylor to the bucket. Up and good. So Paige Taylor's got all 4 points for the Golden Horde here early. It's a 7-4 ball game. At the other end, little short jumper. No good. The rebound by Taylor. And here comes Martell. Martell looks things over, now leaves it for Taylor. Ella Olsen looks to attack the baseline, has it knocked away by Bichard. Granville inbound underneath. Taylor left alone. Baseline jumper. Good. Paige Taylor ties it at 7. If there's one player on the floor that you shouldn't leave open like that, if you're Ticonderoga, Paige Taylor is definitely the one. And she knocks it down, makes them pay. They didn't get out and contest. And that was a grave error on the part of the Sentinels there. Midway through the opening quarter, we're tied at 7. Here's Jandro. Gets it on the right side. On the right wing for Cossey. Down low, turnaround jumper is no good by Drinkwine. And Granville's going to take a timeout. It's going to be a full timeout. So right now we'll go to our sponsors who help bring the great action of high school sports your way here on Nivett Media Sports. And first sponsor, we're going to tell you about Telescope Casual Furniture, sponsors of the Telescope Furniture Broadcast Center, where we're coming to you live tonight. They manufacture in Granville. They've been doing it for over 100 years. Voted the ICFA Manufacturer of the Year in 2019, 2021, and 2022. Family-owned and operated business focusing on comfort, style, quality, and world-class customer service. That's Telescope Casual Furniture. Also by the Pine Grove Motel. Pine Grove Motel of Granville. Newly renovated rooms that are comfortable and cozy. The Pine Grove Motel, located in Granville, New York. Make a reservation. Give them a call when you're coming to town. We're 518-361-0488. That's the Pine Grove Motel of Granville. So 3:52 to go in the opening quarter here in Granville. I believe it was 53-11 last time they played each other in tie. And of course, as I said, Paige Taylor was not playing in that game, was out with an ankle injury. And tonight, Ticonderoga has their star player, their star guard, Addie Moore, not available. Here comes the Golden Horde. Here's Fisher. Fisher loves that runner. Couldn't get it to go. No good, but the rebound pulled down by Gould. Martell lets it go. Bichard had it, but somebody got a piece of it there. And Granville gets the basketball. Olsen was way out of bounds. So a turnover against the Golden Horde. So checking in for Granville right now, into the game for the first time, is Jalen Boynton, number 10, giving Paige Taylor a breather. 2-3 zone here. Looks like more of a 3-2 maybe, actually, as they're playing three players up high. They go down low. Here's Causey. No good. The rebound pulled down by Fisher. Here's Claire Gould. Boynton dribbled off somebody's foot. Gould with a nice save. Here's Martell. High post for Olsen. Now Fisher. Cross court, dangerous pass. Gould ends up with it. Here's Olsen. Olsen goes to work on Bichard. 4 on the shot clock. Martell gets it off. Olsen should not have been a reset, as it did not touch rim, but Ticonderoga got the ball anyway. And on the drive was Jondro, and it was blocked, and now a foul in the backcourt called on Sophia Jondro. Checking in for Ticonderoga for the first time is number 11, Avery Lender, replacing Bichard. And checking in for Granville is Lily Olsen. So Ella Olsen, Lily Olsen, both on the floor now. A pair of Olsens out there. Here's Ella Olsen. Wanted to go cross court from Boynton, but was knocked away out of bounds by Causey. So Granville will put it in play. Tied at 7, 2:15 to go. Comes in for Lily Olsen. Her shot no good. Fisher has it. Fisher shot up no good, but whistling a foul. You just like the way Fisher plays. She does so many good things out there on the floor for the Golden Horde. Always around the action, always in the mix when things are going on, and has that great runner, that floater in the lane. So now they're saying that's an intentional foul on Jondro. Saying she just didn't play the ball. So that'll be shots plus the ball back for the Golden Horde. I didn't exactly see it. And now Jondro was sitting on the bench. Sub can't go in because of the intentional foul shots. So she was over sitting on the bench. They said, no, you got to be on the floor. Bichard is getting ready to check back in. So Fisher misses the first one. Two fouls on Jandro. So now Bichard can come in for Jandro. And it'll be Granville ball after the intentional foul. So, another substitute coming in. Esmeralda Velez coming in replacing Melanie Fisher for Granville. So here's Olsen. That's Lily Olsen. High post for Ella Olsen. They kick it out for Velez. Down low, Olsen, turnaround jumper, partially blocked there by Bichard. Here comes Ticonderoga, less than 2 minutes to play. A great find underneath and a whistle and a foul, but an excellent pass by Posse. And Sutphin is going to go to the line. So the long routine there from Haley Sutphin, and she makes the first one to put Ticonderoga back on top. Second shot by Sutphin, halfway down and out. Rebound pulled down by Bichard, but taken away. Here comes Esmeralda Velez. Finds Martel in the lane. Shot no good. The rebound by Boynton up no good. And Bichard clears. The outlet for Sutphin, but it went right through the hands of Sutphin. And it's going to be Granville basketball as Paige Taylor is going to come in after a short breather, replacing Kenzie Martel. So Taylor will put it in play right straight across from our broadcast location. Here is Taylor. High post for Olsen. Jumper from the corner. Velez catches the side of the backboard. Here's Sutphin off the long rebound. Sutphin to the bucket. Lost the handle. Loose ball. Scramble for it. Held ball. And the possession arrow is going to favor the Sentinels of Ticonderoga. Melanie Fisher coming back in after a short breather, replacing Ella Olsen. So a smaller lineup on the floor for the Golden Horde. Now look for Ticonderoga to go to Bichard. Try to take advantage of her size. Comes in for Bichard. Back to the corner. Sutphin, good fake. Wanted to go inside, cut off. They try to go back in there. A lot of contact. Here's Fisher. And more contact. Guess we're letting them play tonight, folks. Shot by Boynton was blocked. Here's Bichard. That's a double dribble. Ref wasn't looking. Missed it completely. Took his eyes off the ball handler and something happened. Here's Taylor. Lily Olsen sets the offense. Boynton. Taylor left alone. Three. No good. Kept alive by Velez. I was going to say, don't save that. It's going to be your ball. 42.6 seconds to go in the quarter. Comes in for Taylor. Fresh shot clock for the Horde. Lily Olsen. Now Fisher kicks it out. Good ball movement here by Granville. Velez lets it go. Halfway down and out. And the rebound for Sutphin. Shot clock off. Ticonderoga can get the last shot here. 22 seconds to go. In the opening quarter, they've got a 1-point lead. Here's Sutphin. High post. Nice underneath look for Bichard, but broken up by Fisher. 10.4 to go in the half. Sutphin will put it in play for Ticonderoga. Comes in for Drinkwine. Bichard. Sutphin. Well defended there by Lily Olsen. Nice pass, but blocked by Fisher. And that's going to do it for the quarter. A great defensive sequence there by the Golden Horde. And we go to the end of the first quarter here in Granville. Our score, Ticonderoga 8 and the Granville Golden Horde 7. Right now, we're going to talk about some of the great sponsors who help to bring high school sports your way here on Nivet Media. And we've got a busy week here this week, as we'll be right back here tomorrow night as the Granville boys play Fort Edward, and then the Granville girls play Fort Ann here on Friday night. Barlow Electric of Granville, Barlow Electric, incorporated, fully insured and reasonable, master electrician, licensed in New York and Vermont, so can utilize them on either side of the border. Generator installation, residential and commercial work. Call 518-361-0531, 518-361-0531 for Barlow Electric of Granville. Also, Scarlatta's Car Hop of Granville. Scarlatta's Car Hop will open for the season, for the 2025 season in March. And don't look now, but February's sneaking up on us, folks. It won't be that much longer. Come enjoy some delicious food and all our ice cream choices. That's Scarlatta's Car Hop of Granville, 518-642-2445, opening for the 2025 season in March, just around the corner. We'll be sitting out there on the deck having some great Scarlatta's ice cream and food. So we get ready to go here in the second quarter. It's Gould, Martell, Fisher, Ella Olson, and Paige Taylor for the Golden Horde. Shot up no good there by Martell. It is Bichard on the floor with Sutphin. And now we've got the officials going after a fan somewhere over there. Crowd getting testy here tonight. So I was giving you the lineup. It's Jandro, Sutphin, Bichard, Cossey, and also Lender out there for Ty. Good full court pressure here. Here's Lender. Finds Bichard. Nice pass down court. Jandro ahead of the field. Up and no good. Rebound by Sutphin. Pass it to Lender. Now Bichard no good. Bichard gets the rebound. Got the bottom of the backboard, but she's fouled. She's going to go to the line. Foul is on Ella Olson, her second, team's first of the quarter. And the first shot is up and good from Kira Bichard. Second shot by Bichard. Too strong off the back iron. Ella Olson with the rebound. The outlet here for Paige Taylor. Taylor has all 7 points for Granville in this ball game. They trail 9-7. Here's Ella Olson. Fisher. And it's going to be a traveling violation. It's a great play there by Haley Sutphin. Sutphin got the hand in there right on the basketball. Very good defensive play there from Sutphin. Her splash sister partner not with her tonight. It's Addie Moore. Here's Martell. Fisher. Taylor. Fisher goes on the attack. Blocked. Bichard. Oh, man. Bichard looked like she got that clean. And she's going to come out. And coming back in the game for Ticonderoga is going to be Drinkwine. Only the first foul on Bichard. Taylor, actually Fisher, too strong on the first one. Missed them both. Taylor with the rebound, skying up for that one. Taylor on the baseline, down low. Fisher shot up, no good. Rebound comes down for Drinkwine, and Sutphin's going to be fouled there by Paige Taylor. That's her first. Team's second of the quarter. Just about a minute in here to the second quarter, 2-point lead for Ticonderoga. Here's Sutphin. They look to double team her. High post for Cossey. Back out Sutphin. down low. Shot up and no good from Lender. Baseline jumper from Cossey, no good. And here come the Golden Horde. Down court looking for Martell. Shot no good. Couldn't tell if something got a piece of it or not. There's Jandro. Jandro harassed by Gould. Good ball movement here. Jandro attacks the baseline. Traveled. Here's Martell. Finds Taylor. Fisher. Back for Taylor. Fisher on the baseline. Cross-court pass for Gould. Fisher. No good. Olsen up no good. And goes out of bounds. Last touch by Ticonderoga. It's going to be Granville ball underneath. Bichard's going to come right back in after a quick breather. Looks like leaving the floor now for a breather is going to be Cossey. Jumper on the way, no good. Rebound pulled down by Drinkwine. Drinkwine for Sutphin. Sutphin's going to bring it up across the timeline. Leave it now for Jandro. Here's Sutphin. Sutphin splits two defenders. What a gorgeous pass. Lender couldn't get the shot to go, but that was a beautiful feed right there. Here's Olsen. Finds Martell. Fisher to the bucket. No good. Taylor, the rebound, no good. Olsen, a third try. And Ella Olsen gets it up and good. We're tied at 9. And we're going to have a timeout on the floor called by Ticonderoga. 5:16 to go in the opening half, second quarter. Our score, Granville 9, Ticonderoga 9. And, of course, we wouldn't be able to bring this great action your way if it wasn't for our fine sponsors. And one of our fine sponsors with us this year for high school sports on Niven Media is Fred's Granville Pharmacy. Fred's Granville Pharmacy, your good neighbor pharmacy, dedicated to the unique community that they've served since 2015. And Fred's Granville Pharmacy is located in the Big Lots Plaza in Granville. Call 518-642-3733. 518-642-3733 for Fred's Granville Pharmacy of Granville. Tonight's game also brought to you by Telescope Casual Furniture and being brought to you from the Telescope Furniture Broadcast Center. Telescope Casual Furniture, manufacturing in Granville for over 100 years, voted the ICFA Manufacturer of the Year in 2019, 2021, and 2022. Family-owned and operated business focusing on comfort, style, quality, and world-class customer service. That's Telescope Casual Furniture of Granville, sponsors of our Telescope Casual Furniture Broadcast Center throughout the high school sports season on Niven Media. Tie game, 5:16 to go in the first half. Here's Jandro on the floor with Drinkwine, Lender, Bichard, and Sutphin. This is Sutphin, heavily pressured by Claire Gould. Granville's defense and their quickness of Martell and Gould in the backcourt really causing fits for Ticonderoga. 10 on the shot clock. Here's Jandro. Finds Sutphin. Sutphin on the way for 3. And Sutphin knocks it down, and it's a 12-9 lead for Ticonderoga. The biggest lead, believe it or not, has been 4 points, and that was at 4-0 for the Sentinels. And here's the steal by Haley Sutphin, but then lost it out of bounds. So it will be Granville basketball. Martell's going to trigger it inbounds for Gould. Gould's going to come up and set up the offense for the Golden Horde on the baseline. Jumper on the way. Martell, no good. Rebound pulled down by Lender. Had it, lost it, ends up in the hands of Bichard. Now the steal by Martell. Shot up and no good there by Granville. From Boynton. And there's a reach-in foul on Sutphin. And you could read Sutphin's lips as plain as day. She said that was all ball. Clossie is coming back in for Ty. Head coach of Ty, Kendra McCoy. Of course, Keith Beatty for the Golden Horde of Granville. I believe both in their first seasons. Beatty was assistant coach last year under Dan Brown. And here's Bichard with the steal and then a blocking foul on Gould. And coming back in will be Lily Olson. McCoy was the junior varsity coach previously for the Sentinels. So here's Jandro bringing it up across the timeline against this zone of the Golden Horde. Drink line blocked by Fisher. Clossie thought about it, drives the runner, no good. Fisher with the rebound. Here's Fisher. Fisher down court finds Taylor. Boynton had it stripped away by Clossie. Here's Jandro. Fisher banned it from behind, couldn't get there. Bichard, no good. Boynton has the rebound. Here's the outlet for Lily Olson. Olson gets a nice screen there from Fisher. Here's Fisher. Martell. Nice move by Paige. Taylor gets the baseline. Couldn't get the shot to go, but it was a gorgeous take by Taylor. Here's Clossie. Inside, Bichard kicks it out. Jandro on the way for three. Short off the front iron. The long rebound for Lily Olson. Down court. Kenzie Martell, layup. Go! The quickness and the Granville backcourt. Right now, Gould's on the bench, but her and Martell are like lightning in a bottle. 12-11. Tie. What a difference a few weeks makes. Drink line, no good. Lender with the backside rebound. She's fouled. Sutphin's going to come back in. And on the line will be Avery Lender, the sophomore. First shot by Lender is short off the front iron. Second shot here by Lender. Going to be a violation on Granville. Taylor was in too soon. Ella Olson checking back in, going to the scorer's table to check back in. Lender cannot cash in on the extra opportunity, but Drinkwine, the rebound. Here's Clossie, no good. Rebound pulled down by Fisher. Down court for Martell, but they turn it over. Lender. Fisher gets it right back. Fisher layup, no good. Battle for the rebound. Velez had it, but it's taken away by Ty. Here comes Sutphin. She's dangerous. She's a shooter. Here's Bichard back for Sutphin. Thought about it. Baseline. Drink wine, no good. Rebound pulled down by Lender. Throws it away. Nice hustle, though, by Sutphin to save it. Shot up and no good. Bichard pounded by Taylor. And going to the line is going to be Bichard. And Ella Olson is going to come in for Paige Taylor. That is the second on Taylor. They certainly don't want to let her get her third before halftime. First shot's good by Kara Bichard. Or maybe no good. Guess it was no good. I was watching what was going on down in the bench area here. Second one good by Bichard, so she got 1 out of 2. 13-11 ball game, minute 35 to go before the half. Ticonderoga with a 2-point lead, but a big difference from the first meeting between these two teams. Actually, Granville has the same amount of points now that they had in that first meeting. And a whistle and a foul, and Granville's over the limit, so Kira Bichard's going to walk down to the other end and take a couple free throws here. Jalen Boynton's going to come back in, replacing Ella Olson, who just picked up her third. So Taylor with 2, Olson with 3. Not a great situation to be in for Coach Keith Beatty. Bichard misses the first one. The second one by Bichard, halfway down and out. The rebound by Boynton. Boynton with the outlet for Fisher. Fisher's going to have to be a focal point of the offense right now for the Golden Horde, with both Ella Olson and Paige Taylor out. Here's Boynton, and a whistle and a foul. And that's going to be on Cossey. To the line is going to be Jalen Boynton. And that one is off the back iron. Minute 7 to go before the half. 2-point lead for the Sentinels. Second one also no good. Working hard on the glass was Velez. It was blocked by Bichard and retrieved by Drinkwine. Down court, Cossey finds Bichard, kicks it out. Sutphin looking for space, not finding much. Great job inside by Lender. Pass wasn't quite there, but what a fantastic job of using her body, shielding the defender, getting herself good position. Just didn't execute, but certainly fine work there by Lender. 13-11 Ticonderoga. We go under a minute to play here in the half. Here's Martell. Lily Olson. In the corner there was Velez. Here's Fisher. Martell. Little floater in the lane. No good. The rebound pulled down by Cossey with 30 seconds. About a second difference. Game clock, shot clock. Cossey to the bucket. No good. We're going to go to the line and get a couple of free throws here. So 2 shots here for the Sentinels. CeCe Velez is going to come in for Fisher. That's the second foul on Fisher. So now Fisher 2, Ella Olson 3, and Paige Taylor 2. And Taylor's going to come back in for offensive purposes. Nice looking shots there by Cossey. Gets them both. That's 15-11 game. Matching the biggest lead of the ball game. The biggest lead of the ball game has only been 4. It's been tight throughout. A far cry different from the 53-11 shellacking the Golden Horde took in Ticonderoga. Here's Taylor. Gets it on the baseline. Now Martell. That's going to be a backcourt violation with 12 seconds left. Ticonderoga is going to get a chance at the last shot. Here's Sutphin with 10. Sutphin wanted to go high post for Bichard. Down low, they go for Lender. It was knocked away. Now Granville with the opportunity to get the last shot. But Martell up for Taylor. Time's going to run out. And that's going to be halftime here in Granville. So we go to halftime here at Granville Central School at the Telescope Casual Furniture Broadcast Center. Our score at the half, Ticonderoga 15 and the Golden Horde of Granville 11. And we'll be back with the second half in just a bit. This is high school basketball on Nivet Media Sports. And welcome back to Granville Central School. We get ready to start the second half. And it's a 4-point ball game. We got a good one going here. Ticonderoga and Granville, non-league contest. Ticonderoga's had their way with the other Adirondack League teams they played this year, but the Golden Horde right in this one. It's Taylor on the floor with Gould, Ella Olson, Melanie Fisher, and Kenzie Martell. The shot up and no good there, but kept alive by Fisher as Ella Olsen's shot wouldn't go. Here's Mackenzie Martell, the corner three, and it's a 1-point ball game. Here's Cossey. Cossey on the attack, up off the glass, no good. Bichard whistling a foul. And she's going to go to the line. A 1-point game, just underway, third quarter. Shot up and no good. So got the report that, Addie did not play the first game either against Granville, which Ticonderoga still won that one big, but Paige Taylor did not play. So you're seeing what a big difference having Paige Taylor on the floor makes for Granville right now in this game, only down one. Here is Paige Taylor. Finds Gould. Cross court, dangerous pass. Taylor able to corral it. Here's Olson. Finds Gould. Martell, good ball movement here by the Horde. Martell on the attack, shot up no good. Rebound pulled down by Sutphin. Her and Addie Moore, the Splash Sisters, they call them. Here's Jondro. Wanted to go in for Bichard, but a turnover. Here's Martell. Martell and Jondro giving chase, couldn't get it to go. The follow by Fisher, Johnny on the spot, or should we say Melanie on the spot. And the Golden Horde have a 16-15 lead. And now Sutphin dribbles it off her foot. This would be a huge win if Granville could pull this out after losing 53-11 in tie. Here's Gould. Taylor. Martell. Wanted to go down low. Got it to Olson. Bichard's going to pick up the foul. That's 2 on Bichard. At the line is Ella Olson. And good looking free throw right there from Olson. And 17-15. Olson gets them both. 18-15 Granville. We got an upset alert going here. Here's Jondro down low. Bichard couldn't get it to go. Battle for the rebound. Paige Taylor comes away with it. Here's Gould. Finds Martell. Ticonderoga comes in, tries to trap. Diving stab at that one by Bichard. What a hustle play. Great effort play. Here's Jondro down the lane. Finds Bichard, blocked by Fisher. Out in front, here's Mackenzie Martell. Loses the handle and went out of bounds with it. I tell you, you got to appreciate the way Melanie Fisher plays the game, folks. Such a big factor this year, the junior, for the Golden Horde. Just all out hell-bent every time she's on the court. Here's the throw in for Drinkwine. Finds Jondro. Down court for Bichard. Got caught underneath the backboard. Kicks it out. Drinkwine baseline jumper, no good. And Gould, I think, took a few extra steps there. Traveling call. So it's going to be a throw in for tie. (18-15). Granville with the 3-point lead. They scored 11 against this team, I believe it was before. Here's the steal by Gould. Finds Paige Taylor. Taylor leaves it for Mackenzie Martell. Jumper on the way, no good. Rebound, Bichard. Jondro draws the foul. I'm going to check that out in between quarters, but I believe it was like 53-11 last time. I was going to go on Mackenzie Martell. That's her second, team's second of the third quarter. Jandro gets the first one. Short off the front of the rim, run down by Taylor, and she double dribbled. Taylor had the first 7 points of the game for the Golden Horde. Sutphin coming in here for Jandro. Back for Sutphin. And Taylor, an unnecessary foul, 30, 40 feet away from the basket. And that's going to be her third. Comes in for Jandro. Now Sutphin. Drinkwine lost it. Nice Euro step. Once again, Fisher the block. Here's Martell. Ahead of the field. Leaves it for Taylor. Up again. Beautiful 2-on-1 break with Mackenzie Martell and Paige Taylor, and it's a 4-point lead. Here's Jandro. Kicks it out for Drinkwine. She's like, I don't want any part of Fisher. And here's the turnover. Ahead of the field, gorgeous pass by Martell. Up to the basket and good is Paige Taylor. And Ticonderoga is going to have to take a timeout. Granville with the biggest lead of the ball game at 22-16. Just two great connections there between Kenzie Martell and Paige Taylor on back-to-back buckets. And it's a 6-point lead. Let's go to our sponsors now. Tonight's game brought to you by the Pine Grove Motel. The Pine Grove Motel of Granville, newly renovated rooms that are comfortable and cozy. The Pine Grove Motel of Granville. Call 518-361-0488. That's 518-361-0488. Stay a night or two in the Pine Grove Motel. Also, tonight's game brought to you by Barlow Electric Incorporated. Barlow Electric, fully insured and reasonably priced. Master electrician, licensed in New York and Vermont. Generator installation, residential and commercial work. Call 518-361-0531 for Barlow Electric. So the Golden Horde, two beautiful 2-on-1 break. Well, one was a 2-on-1 break. The other one, a nice pass by Mackenzie Martell. Kenzie Martell ahead of the field. Back-to-back buckets by Taylor, who goes into double figures now. Scored the first 7 points of the game, actually. 6-point lead for the Golden Horde. As I said, this is a Ticonderoga team that's been having their way with Adirondack League foes. Here's Bichard, no good. The rebound by Gould. Leaves it for Fisher. Fisher, down court, deflected away out of bounds. Still Granville basketball. Midway through the third quarter, a 6-point lead for the Golden Horde. Comes in for Gould. Fisher. Martell. Martell goes on the baseline. Lost the handle on it. Tried to pass it, I think, to Olsen. 11 on the shot clock. Still plenty of time. Here's Fisher. Blocked by Bichard. Gets it back up and good. Staying with it there was Fisher. And it's an 8-point game. Here's Jandro. Cossey back for Jandro. High post. Jandro. 3. Big, much needed bucket by Sophia Jandro. Makes it a 5-point game. Now the turnover. Sutphin's got Jandro ahead of the field, but she was getting pestered there by Claire Gould and couldn't find her. Good job there by Gould. And then a little ticky-tack foul called on Martell. Lily Olsen's going to come in for Granville. Avery Lender back in for Ticonderoga. 24-19. the Golden Horde with 3:18 to go, third quarter. Here's Jandro running the point. Cossey stands and looks into the lane for Sutphin. Tried to split two defenders, and once again, there's Fisher. Fisher got her hand on the ball and forced the held ball situation. Possession arrow favors tie, but I'll tell you, Fisher is a ball hawk, folks. Comes in for Cossey. Cossey, pressured by Fisher. Again, it's going to be Ticonderoga ball. They don't vote. They just vote for all-star teams in the Adirondack League at the end of the year. But, man, if they had a defensive player of the year or a defensive, all-defensive team, Melanie Fisher would be at the top of my list. Comes in for Jandro. Sutphin. A 1-2-2 zone here. It's flattened out. Taylor with a nice steal and a quick outlet for Kenzie Martell. The bounce pass for Lily Olson, but the nice recovery by Cossey. Cossey in a hurry. Got a lot of mileage out of that. And call for the travel. .241 to go in the quarter, 24-19 here in the third. The Golden Horde trying to make a miraculous turnaround against this Ticonderoga team. Here's Cossey and a foul on Martell. I mean, they absolutely got their doors blown off at tie. But right now, leading this game by 5 late third quarter. Cossey at the line. Foul was the fourth on Martell. Cossey did not get the first one to go. Cossey, 1 out of 2, makes it a 4-point game, 24-20. Here's Lily Olson. Finds Ella Olson. Martell, down low. Ella Olson off the glass, no good. Rebound by Sutphin. Ticonderoga creeping back in. Nice pass inside. Lender couldn't get it to go. Lender working hard on the glass. And it's going to be Ticonderoga basketball. Coming back in is going to be Esmeralda Velez. Giving Taylor a breather. Martell out there with the 4 fouls right now. I wonder if Coach Keith Beatty is aware of that. And here's going to be a foul on Ella Olson. I think that's her 4th. So fouls becoming a major issue. It is the 4th on Olson. So now Martell and Olson both with 4. Granville over the limit. That's going to get Jalen Boynton up off the Golden Horde bench. So Olson now with 4, Martell with 4. Bichard gets the first one. And gets the second one. 24-22. Taylor, after a quick breather, is going to come back in for Martell with those 4 fouls. So Ticonderoga has come back with a 6-0 run here after being down by 8. Back to that zone trap. High post for Fisher. Fisher, no good. Rebound, though, by Esmeralda Velez. And the foul is going to be on Sutphin. So it's going to be put in play underneath by Lily Olson. With 1:50 to go in the third quarter. Comes in for Taylor. Here's Fisher. Boynton. And it was broken up. Here comes Ty with a chance to tie or take the lead with a 3. Here's Jandro. High post, Bichard. Sutphin looking for the lead. No good. The rebound by Lender was stripped away. Here comes Fisher. Fisher has Taylor ahead, but it was stripped away. I think it was Cossey. They got a piece of that. It's going to be Ticonderoga ball. Drinkwine's going to check back in for the Sentinels. Going to replace Mara Cossey. Here's Jandro. Approaching a minute to go, third quarter. Team down 2. Sutphin. Good ball moving on the outside. Jandro's going to let it go for 3. No good. Fisher with the rebound. Fisher hounded there by Sutphin. High post for Fisher. Fisher, good! Little 15-footer by Melanie Fisher. It's back to a 4-point game. Golden Horde have led by as much as 8. Still plenty of time here for Ty. 43 seconds to go. Sutphin on the way for 3. Looked good, but too strong. The rebound pulled down by Boynton. About a 7-second differential between the game clock and the shot clock. And this one's off the hands of Velez, I thought. Yeah, it should be Ticonderoga ball. The referee corrected himself. Shot clock is off. Ty can get the last shot if they want it. Here's Jandro. Down low. Lender. Partially blocked. Once again, it was Fisher. Back for Lender. No good. 11 seconds to go. Here's Drinkwine. And Drinkwine lost it out of bounds. It's Granville ball with 7.2 to go. A 4-point lead for the Golden Horde. Here's Taylor. Got to be in more of a hurry. Know your clock. Here's Taylor. Long range. No good. We're at the end of 3 here in Granville. Our score as we head to the fourth quarter, the Golden Horde 26, Ticonderoga 22. This is high school basketball on Nivett Media Sports. And of course, we wouldn't be able to bring these games your way without our great sponsors, such as Scarlatta's Car Hop. That little warm weather, not today, it was brutal out there today, but the warm weather we had a couple of days ago, starting to get me excited about Scarlatta's. Scarlatta's Car Hop, opening for the 2025 season in March. Come enjoy some delicious food and all our ice cream choices at Scarlatta's Car Hop. Call 518-642-2445 for Scarlatta's Car Hop, opening for the season for 2025 in March. I can't wait, folks. And then we've got Fred's Granville Pharmacy. Fred's Granville Pharmacy, your good neighbor pharmacy, dedicated to the unique community they've served since 2015 in the Big Lots Plaza in Granville. Call 518-642-3733. It's 518-642-3733 for Fred's Granville Pharmacy. Tonight's game, of course, being brought to you by the Telescope Furniture Broadcast Center here at Granville Central School. 8 minutes to go in this one. We get ready to start the fourth quarter. 53-11, I believe, was the score when they played previously. And Addie Moore didn't play that night for Ty either. But what a miraculous turnaround this is for Granville in this contest. They want to go to the high post. But it was broken up by Bichard. Here's Jandro for Bichard. Faces up. Goes cross court. Sutphin on the way for 3, no good. And it's going to go harmlessly out of bounds to be Granville ball. Sutphin's a good shooter, folks. Her and Moore, a deadly combination. Just can't find the range tonight. Sometimes there's nights like that. Here's Mackenzie Martell. Got a good screen there from Gould. Fisher loves to put the ball on the floor, go to the bucket. And there is Ella Olsen to pick it up off the floor and put it in. Back to a 6-point game. Big bucket there by Olsen. It's Fisher, Ella Olsen, Gould, Martell, Taylor on the floor to start the quarter for Granville. Bouchard off the gorgeous feed from Sutphin and is going to draw the foul here. Doesn't matter which player it was on, Fisher or Olsen. They're both in big foul trouble. It's on Fisher. That's her fourth. I think Olsen also has 4. So Bouchard at the line. Strokes the first one. On the floor, it's Cossey, Drinkwine, Bouchard, Sutphin, and Jandro for the Sentinels. Second one's no good. Ella Olsen with the rebound. Heavily pressured. Got rid of it. Here's Claire Gould. Gould cut off there. Great defense by Sutphin. Moving the feet. Hands wide, just the way it's taught. But does it pay off? Is it the other end? Ella Olsen knocks down the jumper. That's back to 7. Biggest lead's been 8. Here's Cossey. Inside, Drinkwine. Cut off by Fisher. And up and no good. To the line is going to go Bouchard. And that is on Fisher. That's 5 on Melanie Fisher. So that's going to get Jalen Boynton up off the bench. Boynton's going to check in with 6:30 to go. That's a big loss for the Golden Horde. Fisher, outstanding defensively. Bouchard, too strong. Outstanding defensively. Great first step to the bucket. It's going to be a tough loss. Bouchard can't make the second one. Olsen, the rebound. Long outlet for Taylor. Olsen and Martell both also playing with 4 fouls. With 6:20 to go. Long ways to go here. 7-point lead. Here's Boynton. Baseline jumper. No good. The rebound by Drinkwine. Down for Jandro. The layup. No good. Olsen the rebound. Keith Beatty says, slow it down. Let's use the clock here. Let's run some offense. In the corner, Boynton. Down low. Olsen kicks it out. Taylor. 13 to shoot. And Gould dribbled that off her foot out of bounds. It's going to be Ticonderoga ball. Ty has missed a lot of easy shots inside. Here's Jandro. A nice screen there from Sutphin. Here is Sutphin. Sutphin traveled. Martell gets it in here for Taylor. 5.5 to go. 7-point lead for Granville. Here's Taylor. High post for Olsen. Cross court. Gould. Boynton. Baseline jumper. No good. Gould, the rebound up and good. Great effort play there by Gould. Claire Gould. Huge play. It's the biggest lead of the ball game at 9. And a whistle and a foul. So Gould with a good hustle play, the bucket, and a 9-point ball game, biggest lead of the game. There has not been a double-digit lead in this ball game. Sutphin's going to put it in play. Bouchard. Sutphin. 3. No good. Ella Olsen the rebound. The outlet for Martell. Here's Taylor. Taylor for Olsen. And travel. Might have been Bouchard. They got a piece of it there. Approaching the midway point of the quarter. Work to do here for Ty. Jandro gets it in the corner for Sutphin. And the turnover. Here's Martell. Finds Gould. John Rowe gives chase. So the foul is on John Rowe. The third, where she's saying, I didn't touch her. And I could tell that from here, actually, if you want to be honest about it. Gould. How big has Claire Gould been the last minute or so of this game? A big hustle play, rebound, a bucket. Now the free throws. First double-digit lead of the game. Got 1 out of 2. And this is going to be Ticonderoga ball, but it's the biggest lead of the game. First double-digit lead of the game at 33-23. Golden Horde gave up 53 points to this team last time and scored 11. What an effort here tonight by Granville. Of course, Paige Taylor does make that difference. But besides that, a lot of other differences here tonight. It's been outstanding for the Golden Horde, their effort. Nice pass, Bichard. The gorgeous speed from John Rowe. But it's been just an incredible defensive effort, an incredible overall effort by this Golden Horde team. Here's Martell. And a timeout called by Granville. So it's a full timeout. 3:57 to go in the ball game here in Granville. Our score, Granville 33, Ticonderoga 25. Tonight's game being brought to you by Telescope Casual Furniture, manufacturing in Granville for over 100 years. Voted the ICFA Manufacturer of the Year in 2019, 2021, and 2022. Family-owned and operated business focusing on comfort, style, quality, and world-class customer service. That's Telescope Casual Furniture, the sponsors of our Telescope Furniture Broadcast Center. Also by the Pine Grove Motel. Pine Grove Motel, newly renovated rooms, comfortable and cozy in Granville, New York. 518-361-0488. 518-361-0488. That's the Pine Grove Motel of Granville, New York. 8-point lead. They have led by 10. It was the only double-digit lead of the night. The Golden Horde, with 3:57 to go, trying to pull off a bit of a shocker here. But a credit to Keith Beatty and how much this team's improved since the beginning of the season. Here's Martell in the backcourt with Gould. High post, Olsen, and throws it away. So an opportunity here to cut into the deficit for Ticonderoga. Here's John Rowe. Little dribble enter here. Finds Bichard. Drinkwine. Back for Bichard. Baseline jumper. No good. Battle for the rebound. Drinkwine got it, but then threw it right in the hands of Martell. Martell's got Taylor with her. Now Gould on the other side. And it was knocked away by Bichard. Granville put it in play underneath the basket. Kenzie Martell will be the inbounder. Comes in for Taylor. Wide open, top of the key. 3, rimmed out on her. Is a good-looking shot. Battle for the rebound. Sutphin for Bichard. Down court. Here's John Rowe. John Rowe to the bucket. The reverse, no good. But a whistle and a foul. And that's on Jalen Boynton. I like the way that Taylor backed out of there. Substitution. Avery Lender back on the floor for a tie with 3:13 to go. John Rowe rolls the first one in. Didn't get the second one, but Drinkwater the rebound. Out for Sutphin. Sutphin down the lane. Finds Lender. No good. Ty has missed a ton of layups tonight, but great second effort there by Drinkwine, and the possession arrow favors Ticonderoga. They've struggled with layups tonight, but only down 7. Fortunate. Comes in for Lender. Whoa, Jandro wasn't ready. Back to Drinkwine. Back for Jandro. And whistling a foul, and that's on Gould. And that puts Granville over the limit. So we're into the bonus for a tie. Tie with only 1 foul this quarter. Jandro won't get the roll. Gets the second one. 33-27. 6-point ball game, 2-possession game. And here's the steal by Sutphin. Sutphin to the bucket. No good. Posse on the backside. It's a 4-point game. Big rebound and putback by Kasi. And Sutphin with another steal. Sutphin, don't let her alone for 3. Kasi, baseline, no good. The rebound by Boynton. Boynton, beautiful bounce pass to Kenzie Martell. And no good. And a foul on the rebound. If that's on Martell, that's 5. And it is. That's going to be all for Martell. So she'll join Fisher over there. So Lily Olson, who played the other night when Martell was out, will come back on the floor. And at the line for Ticonderoga is going to be Miley Drinkwine. Drinkwine, too strong on the first one. 4-point game, 2:23 to go. We got a great one here, folks, tonight. Granville was absolutely shellacked at Ticonderoga, and they are leading this game by 4 late. Drinkwine gets the second one. It's a 33-30 ball game. Chandro out in front of that press. Tremendous focus trying to get that turnover. Here's Taylor. And great timeout by Keith Beatty there. His team was looking like the deer in the headlights there. And a very good timeout to call timeout and get his team organized. So 2:05 to go, 3-point ball game. Granville's led by as much as 10. It's 33-30 here now. And our game tonight brought to you by Barlow Electric. Barlow Electric Incorporated, fully insured and reasonable. Master electrician, licensed in New York and Vermont. Generator installation, residential and commercial work. Call 518-361-0531, 518-361-0531 for Barlow Electric of Granville. Tonight's game also brought to you by Scarlatta's Car Hop. Scarlatta's Car Hop opening for the 2025 season in March. Come enjoy some delicious food and all their ice cream choices. And of course, they got those great milkshakes that they do with the different themes and things like that. Love it. Scarlatta's Car Hop. Call 518-642-2445. Scarlatta's Car Hop opening for the 2025 season in March. So 2:05 to go in the ball game. Granville's led by 10. They lead by 3 now. Comeback here by Ticonderoga. 2 Granville starters, Kenzie Martell and Melanie Fisher, have fouled out of the game. And Boynton with a nice move on the baseline and catching her with the knee there is Drinkwater, but it's only the second foul, so a long ways from the bonus. Second team foul of the quarter. First foul on Drinkwine. Off the inbound, stolen away by Jandro. Jandro down court, it's got Sutphin. Up, no good. Kasi comes flying in, but goes out of bounds off her. Layups. Layups have been the story tonight in this ball game. Here's Claire Gould. And got away with a double dribble. No, she didn't. Minute 45 to go. Was it 33-23? I think it is a 7-0 run. I don't think Granville scored since they had the 10-point lead. Looking to hang on here. Vichard back for Jondro. Inside Drinkwine. Up and good. Miley Drinkwine with the little hook. And it's 33-32. Olsen. And a blocking foul coming up. But as the coach is saying, Kendra McCoy, it's all right because not in the bonus yet. Esmeralda Velez is going to come back in, replacing Claire Gould. Comes in for Taylor. Three-pointer, too strong. Cossie had the rebound, lost it. Boynton comes up with it. Taylor straight on. No good. But again, the rebound. And Velez with the offensive rebound, and she's fouled. Stellar substitution there by Coach Keith Beatty, bringing in Velez and gets that big offensive rebound. And the first one good from Velez. Makes it a 2-point game. Minute 11 to go. Gets them both. A 30-second timeout. So 2 clutch free throws just inserted into the game. As I said, stellar substitution there by Keith Beatty. As Velez came in and got the offensive rebound, got fouled, and then nailed the free throws to make it a 3-point game. We'll be back on the air tomorrow night. More high school basketball coming your way. The Flying Forts of Fort Edward in town to take on the Granville boys. So a minute 11 to go after the timeout. 3-point lead after the 2 clutch free throws by Esmeralda Velez. Here's Jondro. Big possession here for tie. Jondro into the lane. Didn't get the roll. And jump ball, held ball. Possession arrow for the Golden Horde. Coach McCoy calling for the press. Comes in for, they turned it over. He also wanted to go back to Velez, and they threw it away. Little miscommunication there. And Coach McCoy wants timeout. It's going to be a 30. So she'll draw something up here. And when I was talking with Keith Beatty after the last home game, he was saying that's an issue that they sometimes have is just calm down. Pay attention to where you're throwing the ball. He said they're working on it. They're getting better, he thinks. But, that has been an issue. Turnovers that don't need to be turnovers just by, not paying attention to things. Surveying the situation. Taking a deep breath and just being a little calm about it. But he said they're getting better at it, and that's a good thing. 56.8 to go, a 3-point lead for Granville. Cossie puts it in for Bichard. They surround her, finds Drinkwine, no good. I think that's off. Oh, it should have been. That should have been Ticonderoga ball. Well, he had it right the first time when he yelled it. So it clearly was off Granville. But anyways, another timeout. Looks like it's going to be a full. So we'll go to our sponsors here with 49.4 to go. A 35-32 lead for Granville, trying to pull off a huge win against a very good Ticonderoga team. Would be the biggest win of the year for Granville, no doubt about it. Tonight's game brought to you by Fred's Granville Pharmacy. Fred's Granville Pharmacy, your good neighbor pharmacy dedicated to the unique community they've served since 2015. Located in the Big Lots Plaza in Granville. Call 518-642-3733. It's 518-642-3733 for Fred's Granville Pharmacy. So let's set the scene here, folks. 49.4 seconds to play. 35-32 Granville. The Golden Horde lost 53-11 when they played this team last time. And I had said earlier, mistakenly, I know that Paige Taylor did not play for Granville, but neither did Addie Moore for Ticonderoga. Addie Moore not playing tonight either, but Paige Taylor back for Granville. And it's been just a huge turnaround in this ballgame compared to the previous meeting. Comes in for Taylor. Down low for Olsen. Taylor's got it back, a whistle and a foul. And that's going to put Ticonderoga over the limit. And it's going to be 2 shots. The foul is on Jondro, the 4th on Jondro. So Paige Taylor at the line with a 3-point lead. Taylor gets the first one. I was just going to say it, but I didn't want to jinx her. Just the person you want on the line here if you're Keith Beatty. Missed the second one. And Ella Olsen was already out of bounds. A great hustle by Ella there. Ticonderoga is going to take a full timeout. But we're going to keep it right here this time. We've got all our sponsors through the same number of times. So that's always a good thing. High school basketball coming your way here tomorrow night. The Flying Forts of Fort Edward coming in here to Granville. Their head coach, my cousin, Jason Harrington, former longtime Hartford girls coach, Hartford boys coach. Wife Wendy has also been a coach at Hartford and is now the volleyball coach. I think doing JV boys too. So the Flying Forts come in here against maybe the hottest team in the Adirondack League right now, the Granville Golden Horde. Started off slow, but man, they've been on fire lately. And looking to keep it rolling against Fort Edward here tomorrow night. And then Friday night, we're back here for more girls basketball action. And should be a good one. I think 2 fairly closely matched teams. The Golden Horde hosting the Fort Ann Cardinals that night. So a lot of high school basketball action coming your way here on Nivet Media Sports. (36-32), 43.3 to go. Granville with a 4-point lead. Ty needs a bucket right here. Crucial possession for the Sentinels. Here's Jondro. Double screen for Cossey. They go inside. Bichard back for Cossey. Cossey goes on the baseline. Cross court, dangerous pass. Held ball. I believe the arrow is favoring Ty. It is. 30 seconds to go. Cossey will put it in play. And for Bichard. Kicks it out. Jondro attacks the baseline. Finds Bichard. No good. Rebound pulled down by Velez. 18 seconds to play. And knocked away. But it's going to go off the hands of Ella Olsen. So still life for Ty with 11.7 to go. And a full timeout. So once again, we'll just sit here and chit-chat a little bit. Big weekend of, not big weekend, big week of high school basketball here on Nivet Media Sports and pro basketball too. We've got the Saratoga Racers in action here on Nivet Media on Saturday. Big game for the Racers. Tip-off 7 p.m. from Saratoga Central Catholic. The Bill, as they call the Bill Dalrymple Gym there, as Saratoga Racers take on the Herkimer Originals those two teams have split during the regular season. Herkimer won the first matchup in Saratoga. Saratoga won the second matchup at Herkimer. And now the rubber match coming up Saturday night with playoff implications. Currently, Saratoga sitting in third in the Eastern Conference White Division, and Herkimer sitting in fourth in the Eastern Conference White Division. And that's big because you get a bye in the first round of the playoffs if you're in that top three. Ticonderoga basketball, 11.7 seconds to go. 4-point lead. It comes in for Jondro. They don't have much time to waste. Sutphin on the way for three. No good. Battle for the rebound. Held ball. And the arrow is going to favor Granville with 4.5 to go. Let the celebration begin. Granville's going to pull off the big upset here tonight. Here's Taylor. Has it stripped away by Cossey. It hit Taylor's foot. So it's going to be purple ball, as they say. Blue, they're calling Ticonderoga. Comes in for Jondro, and that's going to do it. Granville, after losing to this team huge last time they played, a huge turnaround here tonight, knocks off this Ticonderoga team by a score of 36-32. So what a huge turnaround for the Golden Horde. All credit, hats off to Keith Beatty and his girls. Obviously got this team playing some pretty good ball after some struggles early in the season. Just going back and checking the score last time. And this is a team who had, it was 53-11 last time they played. And this time Granville comes away with the 36-32 win. What a miraculous job by Keith Beatty and his kids in this ball game, turning that around. I mean, and, you know, I was saying earlier, you know, well, you got Paige Taylor was hurt last time, back this time. And Addie Moore, I thought played last time, but not this time. Did not play last time either. So that even makes it more impressive what Granville did here tonight. Losing 53-11 by this team last time, against this team last time, and tonight walking out of here with a 36-32 win. That's going to wrap it up here from Granville Central School until tomorrow night when we come back with the Flying Forts of Fort Edward in town, take on the Granville boys. And live immediate sports coverage presented by Telescope Furniture and the Telescope Broadcast Center. Also brought to you by Pine Grove Motel, Barlow Electric, Scarlato's Car Hop, and Fred's Hometown Pharmacy, all our sponsors of high school basketball all season long here on Nivet Media Sports. So, for Eric Pica, our producer and cameraman, doing double duty tonight, I'm Keith Harrington saying so long from Granville. Once again, our final score, the Golden Horde 36 and Ticonderoga 32. This has been a production of Nivet Media Sports.